We are on Keilim Perek Kaf Hey, Mishnah Chet, 8th Mishnah in the 25th chapter of Masachet Keilim. Yes, there are 30 chapters in Masachet Keilim. So on the last Mishnah, we learned the idea of what's called a Beit Tzvi'ah or a Beit Tzvita, according to most interpretations. Beit Tzvita, Beit Tzvi'ah. Okay, and that was the indentations in the side of a Kli, that if a person touched the indentation, then they wouldn't make the Kli, the actual, if a person's hands were Tameh, they wouldn't make the Kli Tameh, or the other way around. If the Kli was Tameh, then they wouldn't make the person Tameh. And so we actually learned that there was a machlok between Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Meir says it goes both ways, whether your hands were Tameh or Tahor. And Rabbi Yossi says, oh, it only goes one way. If your hands were Tahor, the Kli can't make you Tameh. But if you're Tameh and you touch the Beit Tzvita, you can make the Kli Tameh. Very complicated, very intricate discussions about these different Keilim. So our Mishnah is going to just give an example and see how that works. Says the Mishnah, Ketzad, how does it work? I mean, how would it work that there's a difference between, okay, the 4 Yadayim Tahorot, if your hands were Tahor, how would it work that the Beit Tzvita would be meaningful? I mean, it's like I put my hand inside the indentation. This one doesn't have it. Let's say I put my hand inside. It's like, think of it like a bowling ball, right? You put your hand in the holes for the bowling ball. I wonder if that would work. No, it doesn't have a big kibul. I don't know, is it bowling ball makabel tuma? All right, you can answer me in the WhatsApp. Send me a WhatsApp. Is a bowling ball makabel tuma? Let's dedicate our learning memory by father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. All right, very interesting question. I don't think it is. But we learned about balls, but those are stuffable balls. Anyway, ayu yadayim tahorot. If your hands were tahor. V'acharei hakos tameim. And the outside of the kos was tamei. Achazo bebeit tzviato. And you stick your hands inside the bowling ball holes. Eino choshesh shema nitmeu yadav b'acharei hakos. That's what it means that if your hands are tahor, it works. You don't worry, maybe your hands became tamei, but the outside of the kos, the outside of the cup. Because even though there was liquid on there, remember, it's not that you didn't touch it or you did touch it. You feel the liquid or you didn't. Remember, all of this is based on a Gzeira de Rabbanan that was much more machmir vis-a-vis liquid. So the Rabbanan said, if you held the cup in such a way, therefore we're not going to impose our chumrah of liquid upon you, and that they had the power to do. So it's not a practical question: did your hand touch the wet or not? It's more of a halachic question: do we extend the Gzeira or not? And all of this, remember, was because they were afraid, now I'm going to eat my truma. Or I'm going to make my truma, am I going to passel my truma? And there's an other side to it. Because if I say, yes, this is tameh, and I made truma tea, or I made truma hot cocoa, then I'm going to throw it out. I'm going to spill it out. So it's always a give and take of, it's always say, oh, be machmir, throw it away. What do you need to throw it away? You don't want to throw it away. So they want it to be careful, but not too careful. And it's always, in halachic psak, it's always a very delicate balance. New case. So we said, wait a second, if the outside became tameh, then I have to tov the kos. Yeah, eventually you do. But says the Mishnah, not true. If I'm drinking with a kos that the outside is tameh, I'm holding the handle. Remember the hand, and I'm all good because the hand. If I hold the handle, it doesn't affect the rest of the cup. It's very interesting. The outside is tameh. So when I drink. Now, there's like a very interesting dynamic going on. I'm drinking, but maybe the liquid from my lip, right? Then a liquid went from here, touched the outside, okay? The tumah of the outside went and re-tumified the inside. Now I got to spill out the whole thing. Says the Mishnah, no, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. The whole thing's okay, not to worry about that. So that's one benefit of saying, achorayim v'toch. You have the outside of the kli can be tameh, but the inside of the kli is not tameh. You drank your tea, you're all good. Kumkum. Kumkum is obviously a water boiler, water heater. Shumar tiach, it boils. Again, if the outside is tameh, eino choshesh shema yatzu hamashkim mitocha, the water bubbled over. You don't have to worry that the water went outside. V'nagu ba'acharav, and touched the outside. V'chazu the tocha, and went back on the inside. So that's another difference that we learned between acharai and v'toch, between the outside and the inside. All right, we already dedicated our Mishnah. If you know how bowling balls work, send me a WhatsApp. You can join our WhatsApp group. You can send me a Mishnah. We also have a Telegram channel. I don't publicize that enough. Make it a great day.